Hello, OGers, coming to you from my kitchen on St. Patrick's Day, the day where we celebrate drinking alcohol at pubs here in Canada. They have one pub for every 100 people in Ireland. Cats outnumber the dogs in Ireland, and 57% of people in Ireland wear corrective lenses or glasses, is what I found out on Google about Ireland today. I'm probably holding up this piece of paper the wrong way, but I'll hold it this way too in case I had it the wrong way. It's not this way. So it's either this or this. Sorry, Ireland, I don't know a lot about your country and I want to learn. Here's what's shocking about me. I've traveled the world, a lot of it. I've never been to Ireland. It's really expensive to go to Ireland from Canada. But my husband is from England, which is Ireland's closest neighbor. They're very close. And you can take a ferry from where he lives on the English coast straight to Ireland. So you think I would have done that by now. We've been married a while and I've been going to his homeland in England for many years. Never been to Ireland. Shocking. The thing I like about St. Paddy's Day is that really it's an excuse to party here in Canada. Also in America, where a lot of Irish people have immigrated to. Where I lived in New York for a couple of years, biggest St. Paddy's parade outside of Ireland in a small place called, oh, I can't think of the name of it. Where was that? Oh, what was it called? Oh, it was so fun. Valley Cottage? No. Anyway, small town, but also in New York City. The Paddy's Day parade is so fun. So if you're off gluten like me and my people, do we just go to a pub and order a beer? Can we just go to a pub and order a beer? I'd like to order beer. No, it's not that easy. It's, do you have a gluten-free beer? No. Do you have a cider? Yes. Is it gluten-free? Yes. We can't just go to a pub and order a beer. So I'm not in a hurry to go to a country where there's so many pubs that are probably adorable and I'll want to go in all of them. And will I be able to get a drink that I want? Probably not. Another thing that I can't get with ease in Ireland, if I were to go to Ireland and go into a pub and sit down, I want to order the fish and chips. I can't. It's a breaded fish and it's probably breaded with gluten. If it's not, then everybody has to check. Fish and chips. If I go to a pub, I want to get a pint of beer and fish and chips. Tartar sauce. Like, for me, when I used to eat fish and chips, eating fish, breaded fish, like pub style fish and chips, was an excuse to eat tartar sauce. I would just dip that fish like a spoon. I would use the fish's head and just like spoon it up. Tartar sauce. I'm gonna make some tartar sauce today. But I'm also gonna make gluten-free fish and chips. And I'm gonna drink a gluten-free beer from a can. And because of the Irish people that I know that live here in Canada, I think that we get on very well with the Irish people as Canadians. I think the Irish people seem like a great bunch of hardworking, fun-loving, pretty good people, the ones I've met. If they're here, Canada side, they turn their French fries, their chips, into poutine. So this is going to be fish and chips with poutine. As a little shout out to the Canadian side, Irish. Today on St. Paddy's Day. So you're looking at my shirt and you're wondering, is this something to do with Ireland? No, Scotland. Paolo Nutini, favorite singer in the world, Paolo. It's green shirt, so we're Paddy's Day. My four people, the people that I came from, are Scots. My maiden name's Stuart. So I'm a Canadian girl with roots in Scotland, married to a British man, doing a video about Ireland on Paddy's Day. I'm gonna make fish and chips gluten-free. How I would make it. I think the first thing I should do is mix my coating, or maybe cut the fish. I'm gonna cut the fish. I'm afraid to touch the fish. I don't want to go near the fish. The fish is extremely ugly. It's so ugly. I'm gonna make it less ugly by breading it and putting herbs on it, and then putting a big pile of poutine on the same plate. And then suddenly it's just gonna be amazing. What I'm gonna do is get some nice cuts that I think are substantial looking amounts of fish for my enjoyment. So this piece is cute. This to me looks like chicken. This is cuter than raw chicken. I don't mind touching it. Like, it came from the sea, it came from water. I'm only gonna make 2 because the rest of the fish, I don't care about it. I've done a lot of work here. I'm gonna have a beer and get a nice pour. Because it's St. Patrick's Day, and St. Patrick's Day is a day where people celebrate having fun. Fun that revolves around drinking. That's so good looking. The color and the bubbles. I am drinking, ooh, lipstick. I'm drinking a gluten-free beer. I'm gonna eat fish and chips with Poutine. Okay, gotta focus. All right, so I know that it needs to get sticky and needs to get like rolled into the bready stuff. I'm gonna start with that. I got this stuff, breadcrumbs, gluten-free, cane riso, and we're gonna mix it with good old Bob's red meal, his cornmeal. I feel like I'm pouring cornmeal into cornmeal or breadcrumbs into breadcrumbs. I have nothing to stir with. I'm gonna stir my breadcrumb and my cornmeal together, which achieves very little exciting effects because they look the same. Next, I need to season it. I found this in the cupboard, Thai style. I don't know how much of this I should put in. Freestyle, that's how I roll. I like salt. Don't find you can go wrong with salt. I figure it probably needs some of that. And lemons. Lemons are gorgeous. I'm gonna use this lemon though when I make my tartar sauce. I'm getting really hungry. Those need to be wet with this stuff. In, and then turn it over. Whoa. Who wants eggs splashing all over them? Not me. So a deep bowl helps, is what my mom always told me. I'm gonna use my hands. They're clean. Now I feel more confident that that's gonna be delicious. Okay, I just snorted. Wow. There we go. That's breaded fish and I'm gonna cook it. It's time to cook the fish. I'm gonna stay with using my hand. I went to the bathroom to check my messages and to pee, and I came out and some little leprechaun, I guess, had come in here and prepared the other ones because they didn't want to waste any fish or breadcrumbs. So thank goodness it's Paddy's Day because that leprechaun came from nowhere. So the easiest part of making poutine, because the French fries take some time and the cheese curds are expensive. So the easiest part of the poutine, which only has 3 ingredients, French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. It's a gluten-free package from Clubhouse. And the pork flavored gluten-free gravy is the most delicious one. I said it was the easiest part. It is, because you go like that, you have to throw this out. That's part of the process. And then you take 1 cup of boiling water, and I know I could just turn on the stove, but see how quickly I did that? It was like magic. But the part that you can't forget to do, you have to stir the gravy. You gotta keep stirring the gravy. You stir, just a second. See that? It boils so quickly when you pre-boiled it especially. And when you're trying to cut corners and do things quickly and efficiently, like I do. But now my gravy's perfect. I turned off the fish. You need to be able to pour the gravy. You can't pour gravy on poutine like this. That's good looking pork gravy right there. You need that part. Oh yeah. That looks good. I'd eat that. That looks pretty good. Okay, so my fish is almost done and I'm going to assemble the poutine. This is probably my favorite vegetable right here because it is the basis of the poutine. Cheese curds, obviously. Get good ones. If you go here to St. Albert's, you get good ones, or you can get them at your store locally from them, also just as good. But a cheese curd makes poutine a special thing. Like if it's the right shape and it's a curd, it's better than cheese. But barring that there's no cheese curds, you could just use cheese. You cut it up though to make it look like a cheese curd, but you'll never get the right shape. Because cheese curds, sometimes they're long and skinny, sometimes they're fat and short, sometimes they're like a small apartment building. That's the beauty of the cheese curd. They're beautiful. They're all original. Don't overdo it with the cheese curds. Nobody likes to feel like they ate more cheese than vegetables. The gravy should melt your cheese curd. So once my fish gets added to this plate, that's beautiful. And I'm so hungry and I'm looking at it right now and I don't even want to finish videotaping. I just want to eat one of these cheese curds with gravy on it. I'm not gonna eat fish without tartar sauce. So I have to make it. Tartar sauce is simple. I don't usually have the low fat, but I do right now. Whatever. Mayo, relish. Whoa. Lemon, salt. Perfect. Fish. Get the fish to the plate. Now I get to eat this. That's the best part of the cooking video is the eating part of the cooking video. I want to give a shout out to a couple of famous Irish people. You have everybody in the band U2. Like we know Bono's name and there's the Ed. Conor McGregor is a lot of fun. I'm sort of a fan of his sport. I don't know that I love him yet. I'm working on it. My husband, big fan of Conor McGregor. If he fights Floyd Mayweather, I want Conor McGregor to win. I think that would be really great and fun to watch. So Conor McGregor is Irish, and Ewan McGregor, Colin Farrell, are they both Irish? If so, I think Irish people are okay. Happy Paddy's Day. I hope you find some green beer that's off gluten. Okay, bye.